Hi everyone. So I would like to talk to you about 10 things that I believe contribute to confidence. And to be really transparent, I don't want this to come across as though I am, Miss Super Confident all the time. I'm not. There are aspects of my life where I have less confidence and aspects of my life where I have much more confidence. One of the areas where I have built my confidence and continue to keep building is speaking a second language and learning a second language. So, I feel like I can talk about this confidently in terms of language learning, but I think, our confidence looks different in different areas of our life. Okay, so if I'm in a place and I hear someone speaking Spanish, I jump at the opportunity to speak with them. I love it. I definitely didn't used to. I used to probably literally run away when I heard people speaking Spanish, or would think, oh my God, wait, this is going to be a Spanish speaking time. I would literally run the other way. And now I feel really opposite to that. I love speaking in Spanish. Now, does this mean my Spanish is perfect? No, absolutely not. Not even close, right? But I enjoy it and I feel confident. And I think those are the most important things, right? So I'm gonna try really hard to not talk too much about each thing. I just want to give some brief information, and then in the practice section we will practice some of these things. But these are my 10 things, the 10 things that I believe contribute to confidence when you're speaking a second language. So one thing, this is, by the way, these are not in any particular order. These are just the 10 that I wrote down. So number one I've started with is it's never the right time. It's never a good time. And if you keep thinking, I'm going to work on my English in a few months when I have more time, there's never time, right? We're always busy. There's always something happening. There's always going to be a problem, right? So I think you have to decide, is it really a priority? Is learning and improving my English a priority to me? Yes or no? If it's a priority, then you start now, right? And you start doing all the things now, even if you're super busy, right? It is not necessary to be spending hours a day working on a language. It's just not necessary, right? Of course, the more the better. But I certainly do not practice my Spanish for hours a day, right? I can't, right? I don't have enough time for that, but it is a priority to me. So I do make sure at least once a day I do something to practice, right? Even if it's 5 minutes, okay? So stop maybe making excuses. If it's important or it's a priority, determine why. Why is it a priority to you? Why is this important? And start right now. Don't wait for tomorrow, because another 6 months will go by and nothing's going to happen, right? If it's not a priority, that's okay. You don't have to. You absolutely don't have to learn another language, right? Especially with English, right? Not everyone needs to learn English. It's not necessary, right? But if you want to, make a priority, make a plan, set a schedule. Next, mistakes are fine. Nobody cares. Stop using that as an excuse, right? I'm too nervous to make a mistake. I'm too scared what people are going to think of me. It's just excuses. Nobody cares. Okay, sometimes people might say things that are funny. I've said things in Spanish that are wrong and funny, and people have laughed, and I laugh with them. Don't take it so seriously, right? It's just speaking another language, right? Be light about it. Don't be so serious. I used to be incredibly serious about it. Oh my God, I don't understand. And complain. Would feel really, I feel embarrassed. I feel this, but really you have to just think no one really cares. And if you make a mistake, whatever, really, really, who cares? You have to make mistakes. So there's no point thinking, well, I'm not. Just accept that you will make mistakes and you will say funny things, and who knows, sometimes you might accidentally say something offensive or sexual, right? It's all part of the experience, right? So just who cares? Just doesn't matter. Experience it. You have to live a language, right? You can study in a classroom for years and years and years. And I don't think studying in a classroom is a bad thing. I teach English in a classroom setting too. I don't think it's bad, but I believe there's a limit and there's a point where you have to stop. You have to stop learning and studying and just do it, live it, be in it, go to school, get a job, go traveling, like do whatever it is that you want to do in English and just throw yourself in it. You're never going to be ready. You're never going to speak perfectly. Like stop putting it off, right? Like, because deep down we're too nervous to go for like, okay, no, I'm going to wait another year. I'm going to practice my English for another year and then I'll do whatever it is, right? No, like if you've been studying for years, stop. Like I see it a lot, like students that enroll in a 3 or a 6 month course to, you know, for grammar and listening and everything. And like, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's not, but there are just sometimes people that I think you need to stop studying, right? Just live it, experience it. You have to. Well, you have to if you want to be really confident and speak really well. The next thing, fake it. I experience this still sometimes, even in English. Like when I'm teaching English, if I have a big new group of students, yeah, sometimes I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a little bit nervous, but I stand up, I like kind of stand in a strong stance, I take a deep breath and I push my voice out, and like I sort of like for the first few moments or minutes maybe it's almost like a bit of a fake confidence, and then suddenly I'm like I'm in it and it's just happening. Like I don't have to fake it anymore, right? Like, you know, like stand in a strong stance, don't do this, stand up, shoulders back, eyes open, make eye contact, smile, right? Use your hands. If you feel like you're shaky, right, kind of like hold your hands, take a breath, pause. It's okay to take a pause, right? I think this is really important because eventually if you act confident, it's like your body, your nervous system starts to think, oh, actually everything's okay. She's fine. He's fine. We can relax. Right? That's all that's happening when you feel nervous. It's just your nervous system thinking something scary is about to happen. But you have to sort of communicate back to it that it's not scary, right? There we go. Okay, accent. I think you should try to really love your accent. Now, I think there's a really big difference. Well, there is a big difference between pronunciation and accent. You can work towards really, really good pronunciation, like clear, strong pronunciation. But I don't think... I would never want anyone to feel like they had to lose their accent. So if you're speaking and, you know, like when I speak Spanish, people can hear that, like, obviously Spanish isn't my first language. I work really hard on my pronunciation, but I never want my accent to go because I think it makes us unique and different, right? Same, like I have a bit of an accent because I'm from England and I live in Canada. I've lived here for a long time now, so my accent has changed a bit. But like I don't want to lose my accent because I think it's part of your history, it's part of your story. And so never try to, I mean, if you want to, of course you can, but like really don't feel conscious or worried about your accent. Okay, just maybe focus on pronunciation.